Hey, good to see everybody. Okay. I'm going to put on the live stream. Just make sure folks are muted. Okay. Sorry, folks. It told me there was an error in the live stream, so I'm going to try it again. That way it'll be in the group for people to use later. All right. I guess it's not working, but I will record it anyway, and I'll post it later on Facebook so that people can use it. Amen. And coming into the 10 Sefirot practice, just checking to make sure that you are in a comfortable but alert position. Maybe turning off if you can turn off notifications or put on Do Not Disturb on your computer. That might be helpful. And bringing right hand to the top of your head to bring your awareness there. If it's helpful to leave your hand there for a little bit, you can, but it's not imperative. It's just a way of helping to bring your awareness to the crown and bringing to mind that the fullness of reality, that all being, that existence itself is one thing, transcendent of the mind, beyond what we can understand, and yet fully present, fully here. This is it. This is the one. This is the one. And we chant Achat. Achat Ruach Elohim Chaim. Seeing Keter as a sphere of white light at your crown, and now also seeing a second Keter a few feet above your head. So there's the Keter on the top of your head and the Keter that is above your head. Chanting Hu. Hu Eloheinu Ein Od. And bringing your right hand down now to your heart, seeing the light streaming from Keter above and the other Keter above, light streaming from both Keters, coming down around and through your body into your heart, and all the way down, manifesting as a globe of blue and earth colors below your feet, the sphere of Malchut, and bringing to mind that all objects, all beings, all things, all perceptions, all aspects of reality are embodiments of that oneness. This is Malchut, recognizing the divine in everything. Shtayim. Shtayim Ruach Meruach. And seeing a second Malchut several feet below your feet, so probably down into the earth. Again, another globe of blue and earth colors, recognizing that the truth of how things are is simply embodied in what is in this moment, that we are connected with truth, not through effort, but by opening to it as it is, Emet. Emet Malkeinu Efes Zulato. And bringing your right hand to your right skull, seeing a sphera of dark blue, gray colors of the deep ocean at your right brain, bringing to mind that everything you perceive in this moment appears in the vast field of awareness that you are. So noticing now this distinction between the field of awareness and what you are perceiving. Shalosh. Shalosh Mayim Meruah. And seeing a second sphera of Chokhmah behind you at your right, a few feet behind you and to your right, at shoulder level. And chanting L'Shem. L'Shem Yichud Akud Shabrichu. And letting go of your right hand, bringing left hand to left skull, seeing a sphere of yellow and green fire at your left brain, and bringing to mind that as we do this practice right now, we are directing our awareness through the power of thought, and that is Bina. Bina, the power of directing consciousness through intention. Arba. Arba Eshme Mayim. And now perceptualizing the second Bina behind you to your left at shoulder level. So Chokhmah and Bina are now behind you. Chokhmah on the right, Bina on the left, a few feet behind you. And chanting U Shechinte. U Shechinte. Bringing palms together in front of your mouth, feeling the invisible sphere of dot, of connection and knowledge, connecting the upper sphirot down into your body, connecting one palm with the other, and affirming the kavanah, the intention of bringing about this unity through this practice, chanting Kakatuv. Kakatuv betorato biyadat hayom bidechilu rechimu leyached shem yodhe bevavhe biyichud shalim b'shem kol Yisrael. Relaxing your hands, lifting your right hand, and seeing Chesed as a sphere of sky blue at your right shoulder, and Tiferet as the brilliant sun in your heart, flecked with violet light in your heart. Chanting Chamesh. Chamesh Yahweh. Bringing to mind the kavanah of giving presence, of your presence being an offering of love, giving it fully to this moment, that's chesed, and then letting it radiate forth like light from your heart, that's tiferet. And visualizing a second chesed at your right in front of you, a sphera of blue light flecked with gold, a few feet in front of you. Chanting V'hashivota and bringing your hand to your heart. V'hashivota elevavecha. And with your right hand on your heart, also lifting your left hand, seeing Gevura as a sphere of red flecked with gold at your left shoulder, chanting Shesh. Shesh Yahweh. This is the energy of strength that we are using now in order to bring our attention fully to the practice and what we're doing. Seeing a second Gevura now in front of you at shoulder level to your left, completing the upper four sphirot, Chesed at your right in front of you, Gevura at your left in front of you, Chokhmah at your right behind you, and Bina at your left behind you, all at shoulder level. And chanting Ki. Ki Hashem Hu Ha Elohim. And bringing your left hand to your belly, feeling that strength of containment, focus of presence in your body. And now bringing right hand to your right thigh, seeing the sphere of Netzach as light pink at your right hip. This is the energy of persistence. Again, what we are doing right now, coming together to practice, is an expression of the fulfillment of Netzach, fulfillment of following through with a practice. Chanting Sheva. Sheva Ha-Ya-Wa. And now seeing second Netzach at hip level, a few feet in front of you and to the right. Bashamayim. Bashamayim Mima'al. And bringing left hand to your left thigh, seeing Hod as a dark pink sphera at your left hip. This is the energy of humility and gratitude, receiving the gift of this moment as well. That in the context of this formal practice, there is this simpleness and openness and humility. That's Hod. Shmone. Shmone Ha-Wa-Ya. And seeing the second Hod as a sphera of dark pink in front of you and to the left. Chanting Ve'al Ha'aretz. Ve'al ha'aretz mitachat ein o. And bringing your hands together in your lap. Seeing the sphera of Yesod as a sphere of orange light in your lower belly, reproductive organs. This is the joy and bliss of presence, the positivity of presence. Chanting Tesha. Tesha wa ya. And now we perceptualize Tiferet again at your right behind you, at hip level right behind you, seeing that sun yellow flecked with violet at your right. And we chant Al-Kain. Al-Kain nikaveh lecha Adonai Eloheinu lirot meheira betiferet uzecha. And then seeing Yesod, completing the lower four sphirot behind you at your left as a sphera of orange light, chanting L'Takain. L'Takain Olam. Taking a moment to see the lower four sphirot. Netzach in front of you to your right, Hod in front of you to your left, Tiferet behind you to your right, and Yesod behind you to your left. And now bringing your mind back to Malchut that we already visualized, the sphera of blue and earth tones right at your feet or below your spine, depending on how you're sitting, below your body. And also the second one a few feet below your body down in the earth, chanting Eser. Eser wa-ha-ya. And bringing palms together in front of your mouth and seeing a third Malchut at your mouth, chanting B'Malchut. B'Malchut Shaddai. And kissing your fingers, relaxing your hands. Taking a moment to feel the sphirot in the body, Keter at your crown, Chochmah at your right brain, Bina at your left brain, Chesed at your right shoulder, Gevurah at your left shoulder, Tiferet in your heart, Netzach in the right leg, Hod in the left leg, Yesod in your lower belly, Malchut below your body and in your mouth. And also seeing now the Sefirot around the body, Keter far above the head, Chochmah behind you to your right at shoulder level, Bina behind you to your left at shoulder level, Chesed in front of you at your right at shoulder level, Gevurah in front of you at your left at shoulder level, and Netzach in front of you at your right at hip level, Hod in front of you at your left at hip level, Tiferet behind you at your right at hip level, and Yesod behind you at your left at hip level, and Malchut down below your body in the earth. And breathing naturally, seeing all these Sefirot as radiating light in all directions, knowing that all of these are being visualized and are arising within the field of awareness that you are. This awareness extends far beyond body, beyond mind, beyond feeling. Vast and silent field of consciousness, radiant with presence. And we chant Atahu. 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 Atyai. 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 Atahu. Bringing your mind just to rest in the tefillah, Atahu, Atyai. Letting go of the visualization of the Sefirot. If you feel them there, that's great, that's fine, but you don't have to put effort into visualizing them anymore. Just letting your mind rest in Atahu, Atyahi. And we'll come into silence for the remaining time. And closing the meditation, bringing your right hand to your heart, offering awareness with Lecha, deep breath in, Lecha. And bringing your left hand to your belly, feeling awareness down into your organs, shining out from there to fill your entire body. Nase, deep breath in, Nase. And bringing your right hand to lightly touch your forehead, awareness shining out into space, knowing that you are this vast field of consciousness within which everything in your perception comes and goes, within which this moment arises. Venishma, deep breath in, Venishma. Kissing your fingers, relaxing your hands. As we come into this Shabbat Re'eh, the Shabbat of seeing, may we grow to see more and more all of the dimensions of presence represented and visualized in the Sefirot, in and around our bodies. May we become more established, anchored, and living from this place of inner peace and spaciousness. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. Amen. So we have a minion here. Let's say Kaddish for a moment before we close. So if you're mourning the loss of a loved one from the last 11 months, or observing a yard site this week, or saying Kaddish for another reason, you're invited to rise and embody your spirit. And I invite everybody else who's not saying Kaddish to please unmute yourselves for the responses, Amen and Brichu and so on. Okay. A moment. There we go. Yit Gadal v'Yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah.
Amen. Amen.
Bi'alma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael ba'agala u'v'zman kariv v'yimru Amen.
Amen.
Yehi Shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam u'lamei almaya. Yit barach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekudsha barichu
Brichu.
le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran be'alma v'yamru Amen.
Amen.
Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yamru Amen.
Amen.
Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'yamru Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much, everybody, for practicing today. It's great to see you. Um, Great to see you, Sin and Manya and Neil and Lillian and Ruth and Stephanie and Susan and Laura and Cindy Anand. And I see Chris is there too. Baruch Hashem. Um, you're welcome to unmute yourselves. Does anybody have any questions about anything? Stephanie does.
Where can I find the 10 Sphirot and like all the prayers? Is that on Torah of Awakening, or is there another
So
place?
everything regarding the what I'm calling the 32 paths of presence, which is what we're learning now in these 6 weeks. Everything can be accessed from the Ruach Neshama portal. So it's good to think of logging in as the master place from which you get to everything else. Now there are other places you can get all this stuff, because I post it in the Ruach Neshama Facebook group, and I post links there constantly. But if you're ever like, I don't remember quite where to go, just log in. That's the primary place. And if you go to the Ruach Neshama portal, you'll see there that it says current 6-week course, and you can click on that, and then you'll get to all of the classes that we did so far, which are only 2. But as we go, they'll just keep on getting uploaded, and you'll see them there.
Okay.
And it's on
Hopefully I
those
can
posts.
remember the password again.
Say it again.
Hopefully I can remember my password again.
You don't even have to remember it. You don't even have to, because if you don't remember it, you just click on reset password and just follow the directions and make another password.
Okay.
You can make
It's
as
still
many.
loading, so we'll see.
What's that?
It's still loading, but we'll see. I'll let you know.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I want to
Okay.
add it. I can get my piece. I made an art piece last night. I sent it to Reb Brian, but I want to add all like the prayers on it. I guess it's not going to be an art piece, but one second.
Brian, just
Beautiful.
reminder about tonight.
Yeah.
You want to
Yeah. So if anybody would like to join us for Shabbos tonight, it's going to start at 5:45 p.m. Pacific time, 8:45 Eastern time. And there is, it's not this Zoom link, it's the Zoom link from that we use on the other days. And I sent an email already. You should have that with the Zoom link in it. And of course, it's also on the members portal, the Zoom link as well. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Wow.
I just wanted to like connect to everything more, so I just wrote it.
Oh, so nice. That's so great.
Yeah, and then I was like, will I ruin it? Because I have like all the pencil here, and I was like, will I ruin it and make it look like less like an art piece if I write all the stuff on it? But I just decided it's gonna just be like helpful for me to have all the prayers on it and everything.
Yeah, that's
So I'm
wonderful.
gonna write that down.
And just to note, the color scheme that you drew there
Today's
is,
practice to like feel all the things. I just wonder if I did all the colors right. I don't know. I just found this online. I don't
I
think the
was just
colors coordinated so
I was
well.
just gonna say about the colors. The color scheme that you used is a different one from what we're using, but there's some things that overlap, like Chesed and Gevura are the same, for example.
I
And
think when I write the words, I'll do it in your color scheme. Like I'll write the words in the colors.
well, just so you know where they come from, the color scheme that I'm using comes from Rabbi Moshe Cordovero, who was the teacher of the Ari. So he's like a uh,
Yeah.
15th century or 16th century Sfat mystic. And so I just decided to go with his color scheme. But the one that you have is actually more common. If you Google on the internet, you'll find that one more often, because that's the one that's used in the kind of Western esoteric Kabbalah, like the non-Jewish version of the Kabbalah, which of course took its ideas from the Jewish version, but
I went off the
that
non-Jewish one.
yeah, that became kind of standard. Anyway, so perhaps we'll see you for Shabbat tonight and Sunday, and high holiday tickets are on sale now if you'd like to. That's at urbanadamah.org. And I still have to put it on the Torah Awakening website, but I will do that.
Is the Urban Adamah like a larger community for the high holidays, or how does that work?
Yeah, so we do it in, we have for the past several years done High Holidays in collaboration with Urban Automa. So there's folks that are connected with that are in, will come to the services. This year, of course, it's going to be virtual services, both meetings on Zoom as well as recordings that you can access and put on your headphones and walk out in the desert or whatever you like.
And activities too.
Activities too, right? That's right. There'll be activities, both guided and also that you can take with you.
Yeah, I'll definitely join that.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and have a wonderful Shabbos.
Shabbat
Bye.
We'll
shalom.
see you all
Bye.
soon. Be well. So long.
Bye-bye.